All right, Shalom. Kolo Yahabashim Yahushai, Bashem Rakahakodash. Double honors to our elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Peace, love, and salutations unto the elect. Now, this is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 11, starting at verse 11. Therefore, thus saith the Lord, Behold, I will bring evil upon them, which they shall not be able to escape. And who? The children of Israel, man. All right, well, they say judgment shall begin at the house of the Lord. And though they shall cry unto me, I will not hearken unto them. Then shall the cities of Judah and inhabitants of Jerusalem go and cry unto the gods unto whom they offer incense. But they shall not save them at all in the time of their trouble. Hey, and why? All right, will the Lord not hearken? Okay, because of Proverbs, man. All right, Proverbs, the first chapter, okay, where he said he will laugh at their calamity. All right, Proverbs chapter 1, and we'll start at verse 20. Wisdom crieth without. She uttereth her voice in the streets. And how is wisdom crying out, man? All right, by the mouths of the prophets. Okay, start with the elders and apostles of Great Millstone on down. Verse 21, she crieth in the chief place of concourse, in the openings of the gates in the city, she uttereth her words, saying, How long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity? And the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge. Exactly, man. How long will you continue to be this rebellious people that you have been time and time again? Okay? Reaping the same reward, all right, which is death. All right, verse 23, turn you at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you. I will make known my words unto you. Because I have called and ye refused, I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded. Exactly, man. All right, all you had to do was turn at the reproof. Okay, turn back. All right, come back unto Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. All right, and he gave us the spirit, man. All right, that's why, we're able to bring forth these lessons and hit the highways and hedges and execute the righteous acts. Okay. But unto the rest of you, verse 24, because I have called and ye refused, I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded, but ye have set at naught all my counsel. All right, you've basically made it null and void, man. Held no regard for it. Okay, and would none of my reproof. I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. You see, when your fear cometh as desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish cometh upon you, then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. And they shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. You see? All right, let's go back to Jeremiah. All right, to kind of just touch on verse 11. All right, that's why, man. All right, you're going to cry out. You're going to try to hearken, but it's going to be too late. Okay, and you're going to suffer, man. All right, in verse 12, you're going to call on, Allah and Cesare Borgia and whatever other idols and gods that you might have, man. All right. Hey, but it's going to be null and void, man. The same way you made null and void Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is the same way he's going to make your gods, which are already null and void, all right, even further of no comfort in that time, man, all right, in the time that we're quickly approaching. Okay, verse 13, for according to the number of thy cities were thy gods, O Judah, and according to the number of the streets of Jerusalem have ye set up altars to that shameful thing, even altars to burn incense unto Baal. And the children of Israel, man, all right, the children of Judah, they do that today, man, okay, amongst their streets, all right, here in America, all right, and those scattered, okay, to the four corners, man, all right, because you have Jake, wicked Jake, all right, out there, okay, all over the place, man, the same way you have Lord's will where of that number righteous Jake, man. All right, verse 14 being a point, therefore pray not thou for this people, neither lift up a cry or prayer for them, for I will not hear them in the time that they cry unto me for their trouble. Exactly, man. All right, and the reason why I started with this, okay, is because ultimately I wanted to share, all right, these two particular images, all right, from Reddit, okay, and basically it details how Jake, all right, is getting tired of street niggas, basically, all right, to put it plainly, all right, Jake is getting tired of it, man, all right, and these aren't righteous, Jake, if you will, all right, they're on these social media platforms, they're, asking of other people's opinion, oh, do you think it's bad, and blah, you can tell these aren't men of the Lord, okay, But just reading off from the top, he says, or he, she, whatever the situation is, F the BS, we need to talk about this. A law-abiding citizen, as mostly civilization is. Well, first off, there are no law-abiding citizens, man. All right. What did King Solomon say? One man have I found. Okay. So what are you talking about, law-abiding citizens? All right. To keep the image there, I'm just going to grab that on my separate device here. All right. One man have I found. All right. And that was back when, we had some damn sense. Okay. This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7, verse 28. Which yet my soul seeketh, but I find not. One man among 1,000 have I found, but a woman among all those have I not found. Okay. And what was he talking about? All right. Well, really, okay, we could start at verse 27. Behold, this have I found, saith the preacher, counting one by one to find out the account. Verse 28, which yet my soul seeketh, but I find not. One man among 1,000 have I found, but a woman among all those have I not found. Verse 29 being the point, lo, this only have I found, that the Most High hath made man upright, but they have sought out many inventions. You see? So he was, searching, man, all right, for an upright, for the righteous. And at that particular time period, he could only find 1 out of 1,000, man. All right. So I'm sure that number, all right, today is 1 out of 100,000, man. All right. And hey, matter of fact, 1 out of 200 or 300,000, man. With the what is it? No, 1 out of 1,000,000 probably, man. Or however the math works. Just vainly speaking, man. All right, with so many billion people on the earth, according to Esau. All right, but nonetheless, okay, there are no law-abiding citizens, man. All right, there are none, man. Not in this world. All right, but we are not of this world. You see. And Lord's will, we're of that number, man, because we're abiding, all right, by the law, man, all right, and really, okay, not by the law itself, all right, but the laws of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, all right, in spirit and in truth, you see, not the Levitical law, okay, which it all ties in, we don't make void the law, all right, but we have grace, man. Okay, but he continues, who wants peace in their community. So he's basically saying, as a law-abiding citizen, who wants peace in his community, is wishing death on YBC Dole is worse than him doing everything he does? Are we serious as a people? Like, this ish just blew my mind. Are we that lost? Because in the image, this individual, which he screenshotted, he basically posed the question, am I wrong? I cannot wait until this particular individual's die. Every day I check and see if he dead yet. All right. And this idiot, Snoop Pies, you're worse than him with his mindset. F is wrong with you, talking about you keep checking his page to see if he died, you effing sheep. All right. Well, hey, man. All right. That's desiring justice. All right. That's desiring judgment, And it's nothing wrong with that, man. Okay. There's nothing wrong with that, man. Hey, matter of fact, I got the precept. Give me 1 second. I actually just brought this out the other day, man. Proverbs chapter 2, verse 9. Matter of fact, I have to start out Proverbs chapter 2. Come on, man. Esau's BS technology, man. Salakia, bear with me. Damn, web pages don't be wanting to open, Proverbs chapter 2, all right. Verse 6, for the Lord giveth wisdom, out of his mouth cometh knowledge and understanding. He layeth up sound wisdom for the righteous. He is a buckler to them that walk uprightly. He keepeth the paths of judgment and preserveth the way of his saints. Then shalt thou understand righteousness and judgment and equity, yea, every good path. So that's a good thing, man. All right, that's a good thing to want whoever this individual, this wicked nigga is, dead, man. Okay, if he's out there causing havoc, all right. Hey, what they say? The whole head is sick, man. You got to be put down. All right. Proverbs 29, then shalt thou understand righteousness and judgment and equity, yea, every good path. That's a good thing, man. All right. That's a beautiful thing, man. Absolutely. And ultimately we understand that he's being reserved. Okay. Which is why, in this picture, he asks, am I wrong? And then this individual above, he says, we need to talk about this. Okay. Because at the end of the day, this particular person, why you want to know or whatever, he doesn't perceive this to be wrong. All right. He doesn't perceive this to be wrong, man, which is not. Okay. Because this particular individual, all right, one in this wicked Jake to receive judgment. All right. Because of the wickedness that he's doing, that's a righteous thing, man. All right. And yes, man, our people are that lost. He said, like, this ish blew my mind. Are we that lost? Absolutely. You people are destroyed, man. All right. Utterly destroyed, man. Okay. Let me grab it. All right. In Isaiah, the 1st chapter. Okay. And I'm going to just grab the point, man. The whole head is sick. All right. The whole head is sick, man. Okay. Isaiah chapter 1. All right, I'm going to start at verse 4. Ah, sinful nation, a people laden with iniquity, a seed of evildoers, children that are corrupters. They have forsaken the Lord. They have provoked the Holy One of Israel unto anger. They are gone away backward. Why should ye be stricken any more? Ye will revolt more and more. The whole head is sick, and the whole heart faint. From the sole of the foot even unto the head there is no soundness in it. But wounds and bruises and putrefying sores, they have not been closed, neither bound up, neither mollified with ointment. You see? So, hey, man, all of you, man. All right? And I have another one here. Okay? Basically, this was from the same particular conversation. All right. And, basically, you got a simple Jake here. All right. Wishing death on a person you never cross paths is crazy. Okay. And then, whoever the hell this person is, LGBT nonsense. All right. Which shows they're still wicked, man. All right. It's just showing you common sense over not having common sense, man. It's showing you the fullness of the whole head being sick, man. Okay. Some have wounds and bruises and some have the putrefying sores. You see, they say, are you dumb? I wish all child predators and child killers to die. And that's crazy to you. Okay. And then this individual comes and says, we got our women, children, families who not in BS in this city. Some of these individuals need to go. Exactly, man. They have to. Okay. They have to go, man. All right. And they will. Okay. Let's go ahead and get it. All right. 2 parts therein. Okay. 2 parts therein. Zechariah chapter 13. Verse 8. And it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith the Lord, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die. But the third shall be left therein. And I will bring the third part through the fire, and will refine them as silver is refined, and will try them as gold is tried. They shall call on my name, and I will hear them. I will say, it is my people, and they shall say, the Lord is my power. So absolutely they have to go, man. All right? 2/3 have to go, man. Okay? So he says, I don't give a F if these no good, whats can kill innocents. All right, which no man is innocent. All right, let's go ahead and get it. Who perished being innocent? All right, I believe in the book of Job, Job chapter 4, verse 7. Remember, I pray thee, whoever perished being innocent, and where were the righteous cut off? Exactly, man. So there's no innocent. All right, ultimately it's judgment. Okay, but the point still stands, and is valid in the case of the argument, in a worldly sense. He provides, both of these individuals provide a valid point in a worldly sense, vainly speaking. Obviously, they don't know anything spiritually. But he continues, they don't defend y'all like y'all are defending them. And that's the crazy part. They smoke every single one of y'all in they way respectively and think it's funny. Make it an IG caption or bar saying you should have got out the way. You see? And that's the truth, man. You see? You want to basically not rebuke the wickedness, okay? You want to condone it, all right? And at the end of the day, they get rid of you're behind, in a second, man. You see? So, tying that in with the 2/3, man, hey, man, matter of fact, I got another one, all right? Just coming to think of it, all right, through the Spirit, okay, because he says, they don't defend y'all like y'all are defending them, and that's the crazy part. They smoke every single one of y'all, all right, respectively, and then think it's funny, all right, and then mock you on Instagram, all right? This is the book of Isaiah, all right, and this damn technology is bullshit, Salakia, because it's not pulling up, so I'm just going to open the book, man, all right? Isaiah chapter 59, starting at verse 3. For your hands are defiled with blood, and your fingers with iniquity. Your lips have spoken lies. Your tongue hath muttered perverseness. Verse 4, being the point, none calleth for justice, nor any pleadeth for truth. They trust in vanity and speak lies. They conceive mischief and bring forth iniquity. You see? So this is another great example through the Spirit on why 2/3 have to be put down, man. Okay? And you never know, man. This particular individual, might end up being part of the great multitude, man. Part of the 1/3. We never know. All right? Because this is a righteous thing was being said, man. That these niggas got to go, man. Okay? Now, I'm not too sure about, this individual with that name. It was a good analogy, but nonetheless, this particular individual seems to have a bit more sense, if you will. All right. But you get the point. You get the point, man. That's why we cry aloud and spare not. That's why we lift up our voice and we show the people their transgressions, man. All right. And Lord's will. All right. Maybe this individual, and maybe not, man. All right. But nonetheless, we know that the elect are going to be sealed, man, and receive salvation. Lord's will, we're of that number. Lord's will, we are, man. Okay. Because this is what we're calling for. We're calling for justice. We're calling for equity. Matter of fact, it's in Proverbs, the 1st chapter as well, which I read Proverbs, the 2nd chapter or the 4th chapter, one of them. I think it was I can't remember, Salakia. But Proverbs, the 1st chapter, Proverbs, the 1st chapter, and the 1st verse, the Proverbs of Solomon, the son of David, king of Israel, to know wisdom and instruction, to perceive the words of understanding, to receive the instruction of wisdom, justice, and judgment and equity. You see? And that's what this statement ultimately is a representation, all right, of demanding judgment, all right, and justice. This is a righteous statement, man. Okay, if you have families that aren't, living that particular lifestyle, and you have, these demons, all right, just out there causing havoc, absolutely, man. That's why you got a lot of Jake in those prison systems, man. Okay. And again, we understand this judgment. It's the Lord's judgment. All right. Where they say that we shall live out our judgment when we live again. We understand why it's happening. Okay. But nonetheless, the point was made. The intent is to be, drawn out or etc. But this was just, vainly speaking, looking from the inside out, if you will, because they're on the outside spiritually. Okay. This was refreshing to see. This was refreshing to see on a small scale, because, shows Jake got a little bit of sense, and really he's tired of the wickedness, and that's really another great example, all right, about the truth, which has been so long without fruit, okay, because that represents it, that justice, that desire for judgment. all right, goes back to the truth. You see? So I'm going to end it off there. All right. Lord's will use edifying in closing. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakah, HaKodash. Double honors to our elders and apostles of Great Millstone. We almost home, man. Peace, love, and salutations unto the elect. Shalom.